Alright, so the inspiration of today's video, gentlemen, is something very personal. You see, I was having this debate, I was having this talk with one of my Fauji friends, and we were talking about physical fitness, we were talking about one's physical well-being. When the whole idea of athletic body or the whole idea of how fit are you in real life came in, and it was quite an interesting topic, it was quite an interesting debate, and we kind of concluded a few things out of it, and then we did our research and we figured out that the things that we were talking about actually made sense. So the next thing I did was I pulled out my phone, wrote it down, and thought of making this video for you, because this video is going to help you a lot when it comes to your physical fitness or your overall physical athletic well-being. So my name is Mayank Bhattacharya, gentlemen. This is Men's Essentials. Let's talk about the athletic body or your actual physical well-being. Intro. Okay, so before I get into the topic, before I share my thoughts on what makes you an athletic guy, what makes you the athletic body guy, or what gives you the ideal physical fitness, you have to understand this, you have to realize this, that this is not for someone who is already training for a said specific sport. If you're trying to be a bodybuilder, if you're trying to be a powerlifter, if you're trying to be a basketballer, if you're trying to be a badminton player, if you're trying to play soccer, cricket, anything out that there is, then this thing may not be all that practical to you, because sports specific fitness is a whole lot different. I hope I'm making sense. But the whole point is, if you are someone who's trying to be an aspiring cricketer, if you are an aspiring cricketer, then your overall physical fitness will depend very differently from someone who's aspiring to be a bodybuilder, powerlifter, or a basketball player in general. So keep that one thing in mind. This video is just for the general average crowd out there who don't really aspire to be a professional fitness personality like a bodybuilder, who don't really aspire to be a professional sports person like a hockey player or the shooter. He wants to be a fitness enthusiast, he wants to be fit, and he wants to know what are the few things he can do to have that athletic body, to look like a sportsman, and to have that sheer strength to call himself the genuine athletic self. So now that I have cleared that, now that I have discussed that, let's talk about the athletic masculine body. Okay, so here's the thing. According to army standards, the definition of an athletic or fit body is a whole lot different to someone who goes to the gym and lifts some weights and does all that good things. But there are a few global armies in the world, including the Indian Army, who have a set few protocols that you can follow or that you can adhere to or you can learn from to have a physical fitness, to have a level of physical fitness by yourself, which will make you a whole lot more combat ready or war ready when in case you are in need to fight for your dear life. So what are the few things you can do to get an athletic body? What are the few things you can do to look like a commando or feel like a soldier of the Indian Air Force or Indian Army? Well, here are a few of them. Number one, your run. Are you cardiovascularly strong? Do you have strong endurance? Can you run 2.5 kilometers full blast under 9 minutes? Can you run 1 kilometer under 3 minutes and 45 seconds? If you can time yourself to do that, then guess what? According to Indian Army standards, you are pretty good. Number two, your swim. Can you swim 1.2 kilometers or 1200 meters at a stretch without taking a goddamn break? If you can, then guess what? Your endurance level, your cardiovascular functioning of the system is on point. You are on your way to become the most athletic self or the most army fitness qualified individual out there. Number three, strength and weight training. Can you bench press your 1.5 times the body weight? If you are 100 kilos, can you bench press 150 kilos? Can you squat twice your body weight? Can you deadlift 3 times your body weight? And can you overhead press your exact body weight? These are a few physical measures. These are a few weight training measures that you can use, that you can adhere to, that you can practice in your daily life to attain that physical fitness that every aspiring fit individual, every aspiring army enthusiast wants or dreams of in his life. Your cardio, your strength, and your basic flexibility. Now, gentlemen, these things can be easily attained by you practicing it, by you making it a part of your daily routine. See, the point is, the idea is, if you are good at these basic things, if you can actually run 2.5 kilometers in 9 minutes, if you can actually swim for 1.2 kilometers at a stretch, if you can actually deadlift, bench press, squat, and overhead press your body weight's equivalent numbers, then chances are when there is a need of something urgent or something immediate, you will be one of the most fittest and finest person to serve that purpose. You'll be one of the fittest person to help them resolve the damn issue. And that's the point here, that's the goal of us having an athletic body. We just don't want to look like an athlete. We should also aspire to think, behave and be strong like an athlete, or like an army soldier in this case. I mean, if you are heavily inspired, or if you aspire the fighter pilots, and if you want to be like that, if you want to be all that fit and physically attractive and masculine and charming, then guess what? You have to train like them, you have to eat like them, you have to think like them, and you have to sleep like them on a daily basis. None of it is done overnight, none of it is done in a week's or months matter. They are a long work in progress. They are out there flying these MiGs and Sukhois because they have been a long work in progress. And if you choose to be that work in progress, if you try to put in the effort and the time that you want to work on yourself, that you should to work on yourself, guess what? You will be not so far behind being a fighter pilot or something there physically. And I would want you to have that. I would want myself to have that at the very first place. Gentlemen, this is where I conclude this video. This is where I'll end this video. In case you learned something new, in case you want to try out these things in your physical fitness and want to have that athletic body both externally and internally, then don't forget to let me know your thoughts about this video in the comment section box down below. Now, if you want to watch more of these videos, don't forget to let me know your thoughts about them too in the comment section box down below. I'll get back to work. I'll make more videos. You don't forget to stay sharp, stay strong and stay stylish. My name is Mayank Bhattacharya. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you in the next one. If you say, क्या कर रहा है? फट से कर. आवाज तो आ ही रही है. कुट 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 हो ही रहा है उसमें से.